Our new Daily Wire comedy, Lady Ballers, premieres tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And the response to the film has already been huge. I think it's on its way to becoming one of the most successful and talked about comedies in years. Really the most. And that's also partly because there haven't been any real comedies in years. And that's partly because people are starved for good comedy, and also partly because people are sick of this gender ideology madness, and they're ready to laugh at it and ridicule it, which is what this film does. And speaking of which, I did finally see the movie last night at our red carpet premiere. It was my first time seeing it, as I think I've already complained about that they wouldn't let me see it ahead of time. And in fact, most of the scenes in the film, I wasn't even there when it was filming because my character only shows up a few times here and there. So I went into this almost like any other member of the audience. And I also, except that I went into it ready to rip it apart in my mind and be hypercritical because, that's how I am with any creative project that I'm involved in. But I'm happy to report that it is, the movie is very funny. It works as a satire of gender ideology, of course. But it also stands on its own as a comedy, and that was one of the things I was watching for. It's like, it makes the point very effectively. So we want to do that. You want to make the point satirically, which the film does. But aside from the message, aside from the point, is it just funny on its own? And I'm happy to say that it certainly is. And it also, and I mean this as a compliment, but the movie is much weirder than I thought it would be. It's some very weird and kind of random elements in the film, which I like because I have a kind of absurdist, dark sense of humor. So I love that about it. Really, I think the whole movie comes across like we were trying to entertain ourselves while making it, and entertaining everybody else is kind of a byproduct of that, which is sort of how it went. So you could tell that we're having fun making it, and I think that makes it more enjoyable for the audience as well. And speaking of weird stuff that we did mainly to make each other laugh, there's my character, and I actually have been given permission to play for you a world premiere exclusive clip of my character's introduction in the film. And in the film, I'm playing a character named Chris, who is the woke boyfriend of Jeremy's character's ex-wife. So it's a whole thing. I told you it's weird. Anyway, here's how that is first introduced in the film. Let's play the clip.
You have a good time? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Daddy was okay? Was he late?
No, he was really late.
Okay.
Hey! We need to talk.
Thank you for picking up Winnie, Robert.
We're married for 15 years, Darby. You can call me Rob.
Darby. And Robert will do just fine.
Coach Rob. Oh, good.
My lover's former lover.
Okay, I got it. Yep.
Okay. Look at us. One big, unconventional family. Lover, I think your transition into divorce would be smoother if Coach moved in with us.
Absolutely not. Never gonna happen.
Well, Coach, now that we're basically co-dads, I was wondering if you'd like to help me train for the Nashville runs.
$5,000 prizes.
My body's a sacred temple. I'm all about physical fitness, bug-based foods, mRNA vaccines, equitable and inclusive hiking.
There it is.
My lover says you were a great coach back in the day.
Honey, why don't you go help Winnie with her homework?
Light and love, Coach. Light and love.
Lady Ballers.
Ballers, streaming exclusively on Daily Wire Plus December 1st.
There it is. There's the Oscar-winning performance. Not the last hug that I give in the film, I can tell you. And there's a working theory here at the Daily Wire that Jeremy conceived of this whole film just as an excuse to get me to hug him. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I've already said, if this movie cost $7 million to make, I would have just given the hug for like $3 million. I would have half that is all you had to pay. So there it is. The whole film is very much worth watching, and you can watch it tomorrow when it premieres at 8 o'clock. And I don't want to give anything away, but anyone that you've ever seen associated with the Daily Wire will show up in this film at some point. I can tell you that. Very much a team group effort. Hey, YouTube, thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like access to my full show with no ads, you should go to dailywire.com and use promo code Walsh to get 2 months free on all annual plans. See you there.